This is Musicians and Beyond with Lawhorn and Sarabian, where we bring you the backstage info on the life, the lyrics, and the long journeys of the music industry. Mark, last episode with Steve Wynn was really amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to have episode 105 under our belt at the start of this season 3 here, the early stages. But Steve Wynn, if you ever heard of the Baseball Project, if you've ever heard of the Dream Syndicate, this guy is the real deal.
Yeah, he's been around.
Yeah, legend, playing with some other legends, and his music is really, really good stuff. I started listening to it, and I think I'm a full-fledged fan now. So
go to Steve Wynn, WYNN.net, and check out where he's going to be. And Steve has been around for a long time, and that's what I love about our show is we touch into everything. People that have been around for a long time. And today's guest, we have a 13-year-old, soon to be 14, our youngest guest ever, and he's basically just starting out, but he has already released an album.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to talk about that. New song out recently, and he's getting a little traction here. So it's going to be fun to talk to him. And right from where we are filming this today, Winchester, Massachusetts.
Yeah, so
born and raised?
Hometown boy.
Born and raised.
Right there. So let's bring in Curious G, George Rotundi. What's up, brother?
Nothing much.
Nothing.
Chilling.
You said earlier this is your first interview.
First interview ever.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
get used to it because you're onto some good stuff.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the real Curious G in the house. Is that how they say it?
Yeah, real curious G. Real curious G.
How'd you feel coming in? Were you nervous?
I was nervous, thinking about it earlier, but when I was walking in, I was like, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
My sense of humor helped disarm you.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, you're so funny, Mark. So, George, what or do we call you Curious G? What do you prefer?
Whatever you want to call me.
Mr. G, Curious, CG, anything.
I don't care.
Anything.
CG,
So,
Curious
what
G.
kind of music are you into?
I listen to a lot of rap mostly. But I listen to a lot of old school stuff too, but mostly new rap. I listen to a lot of Kid Laroi and stuff.
I noticed that, one of the descriptions I heard, and I think it was Vent Magazine, described it as you're kind of like a fusion of pop and rap, hip-hop coming together.
Yeah, it's in between. I like both. I like singing, I like to rap, I like it all.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
so do you ever see yourself in the future merging and doing some cross-genre platforms like what Post Malone's doing right now with country? You see yourself going down
of
that road?
course. That'd be fun.
That'd be cool, huh?
I would do that for sure. I'd be down.
What was it like going into the studio and doing your first song?
Well, when I went into the first studio when I was really young, it was a different studio, and it was with my dad's friend, someone he knows, and I loved it. Right when I went in, it was awesome, and I recorded a lot of music there, and I had a lot of fun there, and that was the start of it. And then I met my dad's friend Johnny, and he introduced me to Allie, which is his friend, and I went into that studio, and that's where all kind of I started I felt the deep connection with her, and I liked that a lot. That was really fun, and I made music, and I kind of felt after the when I went in there, I kind of fell in love with music again, because for an extended period of time, I kind of stopped doing it, and I started to focus on sports a little more. I don't know why, but when I got in there, it was I just loved it again. I found
Solidified your love there and made it happen.
It was awesome. It was the best thing I've ever done.
You mentioned Allie. She's the producer you're working now.
She's my producer, yeah.
Yeah. And she put this album together that you're cutting now?
Just put everything together.
Beautiful.
It's been a great help.
And what studio were you in?
I'm in Phoenix Down Studio in Somerville.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
So your album, what's the name of the album?
I don't have a name for the album yet. I have a name for my singles. I'm just getting started with it, but
What's the latest one that came out? Forever?
yeah, Forever. It was the first drop.
Mark, you've done your homework. I
Well,
like this.
I've been following the kid's career. His dad's a friend of ours,
Yeah.
He's here in studio with us. Your dad, you must get that creative juice from him.
Of course,
Obviously,
yeah.
he's pretty good at what he does, but
Yeah.
you're the real deal. He's just
Yeah.
So can people listen to your music?
Yeah. I think it's all platforms. It's on
Yeah, so
Spotify.
all platforms, they can just look up Curious G.
Yep, Curious G.
Curious G, download it, 99 cents. It's a deal.
No, it makes me, I was thinking about this. He's really Curious G. You're the real Curious G because you took it to a different level, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we used to look at him and go, that's a little curious, but. So let me ask you, what grade are you in now?
I'm in eighth.
Eighth grade. What's it like going to school and your friends are looking at you like, this kid's got albums out. He's got songs on the radio. He's got songs on well, I can't say the radio, right? Spotify and streaming.
It's fun. Like my friends support me a lot, and I love it. And it's really cool to be the friend that makes music and goes to the studio. You know, like at points it's sometimes kind of annoying. Like not with my friends, but like other kids in the grade. Like not even like they make fun of me, but it's just like. Yeah, it's Curious G, like, but like other than that, like I don't really care about that stuff. Like I love music, I love doing it.
Yeah, Curious
awesome.
G will get the last laugh on that.
Absolutely,
That's for sure.
you're not kidding. And I imagine the girls like the fact that you get a little stardom going on, right? That's not hurting.
Probably.
He's got the look too. You get a good rapper look.
Yeah.
You get that going on, and that's important.
Yeah.
Presentation is important.
I did the hair. I cut the hair because one of the rappers I was doing, the Kid Leroy, he had the same hair. So I bleached it and buzzed it because I wanted to do it for him in the summer. It looked like
Nice.
It all goes along with the industry, right?
Yeah, it does.
Do you have a favorite musician?
Well, to be honest, I kind of listen to a lot of people. But like my favorite, probably the Kid Leroy. Love his music.
Yeah, but you like all genres of music?
Yeah,
basically?
I love
Yeah.
all genres, but it's mostly rap, pop, little rock, not much, but
I've got 1 20 and then an 18 and a 16-year-old. Believe me, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's all I ever hear.
yeah.
When they take the earbuds out of their ear, that's all I ever hear. Yeah.
That's fun. And you and your dad were talking earlier that you're going to be building a studio at your own home.
Yeah,
That's pretty exciting.
it's really exciting. I'm really excited for that. That's gonna be fun.
It's pretty cool to have a handy dad that can build things, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't know,
awesome.
his dad has a company. He builds houses. He does some incredible work, well-built construction. And let me tell you, they do some really, really nice things. I've seen the work he did in Somerville, and I've seen the work online that he's doing up in Maine. So he's got some serious projects. And now that's next, your own studio.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
It's gonna be fun.
My kids
So-
are lucky if they get to go visit the dog in the doghouse on the back. That's what they get.
Go visit you in the doghouse.
You know what I'm there.
So when you get older, because you are only 13, soon to be 14,
Yeah.
where do you see yourself? Like, what is your ultimate end goal?
I want to just get my music out there for right now. Want to just get a name for myself. That's really all I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm in 8th grade now, so I mean, by the time I'm out of high school, I just want to be. It's all I want to do. I just want to make music. That's all I want to do.
And it's a tough industry.
Yeah.
You're going to be told no a lot.
Yeah, of course.
People are going to shut the door right in your face.
Yep.
And you just have to take that opportunity that door shutting in your face is another door opening. So
Yeah.
you got to have thick skin. I'm sure you know this.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. So I think it's a great time. We're going to cut in your song. What's the name of your song that's out there?
The one out right now.
Yep.
Forever.
All right, let's listen to Curious G, Forever, and then right after that, Curious G is going to tell us about how he wrote that song and what it's all about. Here's Curious G.
I'm keeping the tracks with me, stacking the racks, got about 550. Stick with my day ones, yeah they ride with me, yeah they ride with me, yeah they ride with me. Switch the flow up in the city, I ain't no leaving. She want me back, but I ain't for keeping. Racking the shit, yeah stay on repeating. Splashing them threes, yeah they just keep feeding, yeah they just keep feeding.
Tell us about that song.
That was one of my first songs I ever wrote that was rap. So, it was like a summer I got out of school, and I was writing it with my friends a little bit. Like, they were like, yo, like, write some music. And I was like, yeah, it was like a sleepover. And it was just like summer, like, it was just awesome. It was like, it was the mood I was in, like, every song's different and every mood. So that was just kind of having fun. Like, it was a hype song. The beat was awesome. I found it. And I was like, it's going to be my first rap song. And I love the lyrics. And I would practice it so much because I wanted it to be a hit. And I knew it was going to be a good one. And, the writing of it was just, having fun. Like, just having fun summer, no school. And it was just kind of like that, yeah.
It's kind of interesting how it just kind of comes to you.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
crazy.
You have an idea, and it might be your end product might be completely different than your original idea,
Yeah.
but it transforms as you go. It's a
Yeah.
pretty interesting process.
It's different. Like I said, like every song it's a different mood. So that song was like, having fun, like that type of mood. But like every song's different. Like it depends on the mood. That's what great thing about writing is that every time you feel something, it's like therapy. Like you can write. It's awesome.
What I like is, we sometimes we talk about, like, we've been following along and talking to a friend of ours, Gavin Morengi, who does country. He's a 17-year-old artist. He's really excelling. And a lot of people look at him and say, wow, his lyrics and his message and his sound so much older than he is. And it doesn't have to be that way, right? Like you're doing your song and you're very happy to stay in your world and talk about the fun. And Forever is about your friends in the summer and life, having a great time with them. Enjoy that, write about it, and it comes across with a really great message and a great sound.
Yeah.
Is that what you're after? Just you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself. Do you want to stay right in your time and talk about and sing about the things?
I think so. Yeah. As of right now, that's what I usually do when I'm writing. Understand what's going on now.
Good.
So how do you come up with the lyrics? Like, some of our guests say literally that they wake up in the middle of the night and they have a notebook next to them and they jot stuff down, wake up in the morning and go, I wrote that.
Yeah, it
Stuff
comes
like
to
that.
me in school sometimes. I'm sitting down like bored in class and I just
Bored in, wait a minute, did you say bored in class? You're distracted by writing in class, and what did the teachers ever recognize? Hey, he's not doing homework.
I don't know, but yeah, like that's really what it is. It comes to you like you figure out lyrics in your head, and I always write it down right away. Like I have so many notes on my phone and just random stuff. Like I go in there and I'm like, wow, like I wrote that. And sometimes it actually helps, like during songs, I just have stuff that I've written already.
And that can forever grow. And then 10 years down the road, you might go back to something that you wrote yesterday
Yeah,
and say, Jesus, this will fit what I'm doing today.
yeah.
So your process is all on the phone. No notebook, no. Are you handwriting anything, or is it all on the phone now?
I don't like writing on a notebook because it hurts my hand, but I like the phone. It's easier.
And the process, you come up with something that hits you. You get that down right away and
Yeah.
just leave it there and gel on it and
Sometimes I keep
reflect
working
on it.
on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just leave it just to have,
Yeah.
It's a good thing to have lyrics.
And yeah, sometimes you can just pull it back in and fit it somewhere where you didn't know it was
Yeah.
going to go.
I've done that before.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it works.
So we're talking about your lyrics and the words, which it's one and the same, I guess.
Yeah.
What about the music? Where's the music come from?
Well, I grew up with 3 older sisters, so I was around rap music a lot, like early elementary years. So it kind of made me only listen to that. So I kind of got into that, and that's how I kind of got introduced to music. I sang a lot when I was a kid. Like I used to sing in my sleep. My dad has videos of it. So like I was just always singing. Like I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved listening to it more than anything. I listen to music every single day.
And then what about the music that goes along with your actual songs? The beat.
Oh, the beat. The beats. Like I said, it's the mood. You know what I mean. So every beat's different. But yeah, I find ones I like online, and I have producers at my studio that kind of switch them up for me, change them,
Yeah.
and whatever I like.
So they mostly electronic beats, or do you have live musicians in studio?
Electronic, I think. Kind of melodic type beats.
Excellent.
I feel like the favorite type
Got to
of
get a
beats.
band behind you somewhere someday.
Yeah.
I can see it now, Mark.
Not
Curious G.
you. Not you.
No, I can't sing, dance. Or...
He is learning how to play the guitar.
yeah,
Slowly.
For the last 5 years, I can play one song.
Okay, now, there's an interesting. Do you play any instruments?
I did. I didn't anymore. I don't know why. I probably should, but
Yeah,
No.
keep up on it, because you don't know when you're going to want to pull that out of your toolbox and throw it out there.
yeah,
What instrument was it?
it's guitar. I wasn't good at it, but
Yeah.
I liked holding it.
You like how he played down in that toolbox, your dad's sitting there. You never
Yeah.
know when you're going to want to use his tools.
That's pretty good. Man.
So your dad is making some movies here and doing some projects on his own. He's included you in that. So you're doing a little acting here and there as well, right?
A little bit. I was an extra in the last movie.
Listen, there are some big names out there that have started out as extras, and all of a sudden you find them making some pretty wild money.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Keep
I
on
did it
that
with my
path.
friend,
Stay
too.
close to him. He knows what he's doing in this world.
Yeah.
He does. I think I used to see him. Was it The Young and the Restless?
Yeah, a
Is that
long
what it
time
was?
ago.
He was a young buck.
Do you ever go
then.
back and watch any of those shows you see your dad on TV?
He showed me like a while ago.
And then you're like, shut that off.
Yeah.
His hair was forever perfect. And
Yeah.
everything.
You're like, watch me.
Blonde.
Yeah, it's about Curious G now. Forget that. He's
Yeah.
awesome.
So let me ask you this. I was talking about the music industry, and have you ever heard of D1?
D1.
He's a rapper. I want you to go home, do some homework, check him out. He's the one who's pushing D1 is challenging the industry on that note. But take a look at it. Watch that little battle that's going on and how some people are jumping on his side, others are going on the other. And that'll help kind of show you some other sides of the industry that you're looking at. It might help be instructive along the way. Yeah,
For sure, I will.
follow D1. He's a
will.
character. He's got some great music out there, but he's got a great message that goes along with it.
Yeah.
And you know what? The more, as you say, you keep that, the world open to all different genres and different artists, and it's going to help develop your world a little bit more.
Yeah, of course.
Is there anyone that you think you want to like collaborate with, or do you like doing it on your own?
There's definitely been a few people that I want to collaborate with. I mean, it would be really cool to collaborate with an artist, but I think I got to get myself out there on my own first before that happens.
Yeah.
But that'd be
And
fun.
have you experienced the crowd yet? Have you performed in front of crowds?
Like when I was little, I used to, like not little, but like when I was at my old studio, like I did it once, like a little thing, and that was the only time I've ever been in front of a crowd singing.
How'd you feel?
I felt good. It's scary, for sure. Even with like there's probably like 80 people there, but it's a little scary. But when you're up there, it's fun. It's really fun.
Yeah, and you're going to get to a point. It's very interesting. You're going to get to a point, and you're going to look out into the crowd, and the people are going to be singing along with you. They're going to be singing your words, and I mean, there's no better compliment than that.
That'll be pretty cool. The music world's changed a lot, and now there's a lot of visuals with it. You get videos, you get Instagram, you get all the social media that's got. Are you doing that all yourself as well?
Yeah, I have a music video. I haven't put it out on YouTube yet, but I put it out on my Instagram.
Yeah, I've
Last year.
seen some of the stuff on Instagram. Yeah.
I'm trying to get into Instagram posting. Just put out photos like a lot and just show people what I'm doing in my everyday life.
So it's a business. It's a lot of work,
Yeah.
right? So it's a challenge, especially for someone that's also in school. And
It's hard to squeeze it in, but I'm
stick with
down
it
for
and learn as much as you can. Soak it all up. But yeah, the visual side of it, the videos can be fun. That's going to give you another platform, another opportunity to put it out there in front of people.
Yeah.
And I think you know somebody in that world that can help kind of put some videos together for you. Use them, lean on them.
So let's do a little shameless self-promotion. You said Instagram, YouTube. How do people find you on those platforms?
I have cards that shows my website, and then my website's on my Instagram bio, and that stuff, my magazine that was on me. It's all on my Instagram, and my Instagram's The Real Curious G.
The
So I
Real
just tell people
Curious
that.
G on IG. I like it.
Yep.
I like it. And then YouTube channel. What's the name of that?
YouTube, just Real Curious G, I think.
The Real
Or
Curious
Curious
G.
G. I think it's Curious G.
Yeah, this is.
What other songs do you have out there right now? So Forever's your first release, right?
Yep.
And what do you got coming up that's going to come out soon?
Where I Went Wrong, I've already put it out there. It just takes time to go through all the Spotify stuff.
Yeah.
It takes a few weeks.
Yeah.
So it's already dropped. That'll be out soon. That'll be my next release. That's my favorite song I've ever done.
All right, well, we're going to play that next. Let's take a moment and listen to that before we go on to the next segment.
Excellent. Curious G.
Okay, that played. See, we cut it all in. You won't even notice it. It'll be like you listen to the song right here with us.
And that was Curious G.
So what else you got coming up? Yeah, what's going on in school? What do you got going on there now?
School. It's all right. It's
Was that a
getting
trick
harder.
question, Mark?
Yeah, I just want to see what he's got going on. You know, girlfriends, anything like that happening?
He's getting all A's and
Or you're so focused on your industry and your performances, you don't have time for that.
For school?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's important, I guess, but you know, I don't know. I'm not like very interested in it, just because I like doing music. But I try my best.
Yeah.
at least he's honest.
You're no different than any other kid I know at that age. So.
Yeah, nah.
Home life. You say you got 3 sisters?
3 sisters.
Yeah. How's that going? Do they like you doing the music, or are they like, would you please quiet down?
Nah, they like it. My younger sister likes it a lot. I think. Well, my oldest sister lives at home, so
Yeah.
she likes it a lot too. And my middle sister is working in New York, so I don't talk to her much. I see her at all the, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But they all support it.
Good.
They all think it's cool.
You need that.
Yeah.
You definitely need the family support because, the life of a musician can be pretty difficult. You might not be home all the time. You might be
Yeah.
gone for a month on end. So,
Yeah, for sure.
the people that support you, and it takes a special kind of person to be able to do that.
You're going to come up against it at some point when you have a couple of songs out in the album releases, going on tour and doing things and promoting your album. That's going to be a lot of fun for a 13, 14, 15-year-old as you move
can't
forward,
wait.
right?
Can't wait.
Have you been out and seen anyone else tour? Is there someone that you've actually seen out there and followed along to see how they're doing it yet?
Yeah, I've been to a few concerts. If that's what you're asking, I went to Ken Carson, which was awesome.
Yeah.
That was with my sister. That was crazy. That was like a mosh pit. That was really fun to see.
Down
See
in the
him-
mosh pit?
Yeah, I wasn't in the middle of it, but I wish I was. But it was awesome to see him like up there, and I went to Polo G, which was awesome. It took a while for him to come out,
Yeah.
but we got there like 7. He didn't come out till like 10. But
Well, that's something to remember as you go forward too, right? Audiences don't like being kept waiting, and sometimes
They don't. I
These
didn't like it
these stars get a little bit, big in the head, and they start thinking, "Oh, I'm back here with my friends. I'll go out when I'm ready."
yeah,
That's something to learn.
yeah.
That reminds me, we ask every artist that comes in what kind of advice they give for other artists. And we're going to give you the best advice
Oh, Jesus.
from
Paul Bielatovich.
Paul Bielatovich from Emerson, Lake and Palmer. He came in, we said, Paul, what advice would you give any artist? And his advice was,
I can't say it to the real curious G.
he said, don't be a dick. And it's
That's what I
so
was thinking
true.
It was gonna be. Don't
It
be
is
cocky.
it is so true. You got to stay true to yourself and who you are, and
Yeah.
remember the people that helped you along the way and brought you up and supported you, your friends, and all all those things.
Yeah, you've heard it. In the country world, you've heard, always stay humble and kind, right?
Yeah, of course.
So
Yeah. So
keep
do
that in mind. Always be good to your mom and your dad.
Yep.
Yeah, and he's humble and kind. I like this guy.
I don't know.
And Mark, I'm
I see a
honored.
little trouble coming.
Mark, I am super honored because we are the first ever interview that he's done, and I'm
Yeah.
sure he's got a lot more.
And he killed it.
He did kill it. He did great. So we want to thank you for coming in, bringing your
Yeah.
dad, and sharing your music and sharing your stories. And we're going to have you back in when things
Yeah.
start to roll because I know they're on a roll.
As soon as that album's ready and you're ready to release it, we want to be the first
course.
ones, all right?
And we're glad. Anything you
Don't
have,
make promises that your agent won't let you keep.
send your anything you have released. Send it our way. We're great on putting it out on social media, Musicians and Beyond. Give us a follow. Make sure you follow the Real Curious G.
The real curious G.
Make sure you follow the Real Curious G.
I like it. George, we want to thank you for coming in today. It's a fun conversation. It's great watching you come along. I've been following you, as your dad posts stuff on social media, and now we're actually following you, thank God, because it gets us away from the other tertiary stuff there. But we like to say every time we have someone come into the studio, we've gained a friend, and we like to think that you are now a friend of Musicians and Beyond, Mark and John, and following in the footsteps of the old man. So thank you for being our friend.
Thank you
keep
for
up-
having me.
Keep up the good work, and we want to thank Dane and Maeve also from WinCam Studios for the great job that they do.